Controlling your mindset, just remember you're not a robot. You can change. You can change. Things that are difficult for you, they may always be difficult, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. So 2020 has been a crazy year, to put it lightly, with pandemics and all kinds of other political and just political craziness and just current events that have gone through our country, and then the election, and then now more pandemic stuff going on. It's been crazy. Businesses shut down, unemployment kind of going on a roller coaster, which latest reports show it down to historical levels since the pandemic started. So that's good, but nevertheless, crazy times, and I don't think it's going to get any less crazy over the next few months. So you just kind of got to expect that. And what I want to talk about today is mindset, because if you control your mindset, you control your life. Control your mindset, you control your life. And it's true, and we have a lot to be thankful for, like living in this world right now, today, despite all the problems that we have in our country, or maybe your personal life, or your job situation, or health, or whatever. Like, if you're living right now, today, in this era, like, you're absolutely blessed. Because there's plenty of other times and locations that you could have been born in, and your situation would not be near as good as it is, regardless of what your situation is today. And I don't say that lightly, glossing over the fact that there are real challenges going on for folks out there. And Jamie and I, we've got our own challenges that we deal with our business and just other things in life. But we're not going through a world war right now. Nuclear bombs are not being exploded at this moment. The Black Plague, COVID isn't good. It is a serious issue, but it hasn't killed like a third of the world. We actually have modern hospitals that can treat and help folks from things with like diabetes, or if you get the flu, they can help bring your temperature down. We've got immunizations from all kinds of things, like smallpox. Like, we're not dying from smallpox these days. We don't have like the Dust Bowl or the Great Depression area of like the 1800s. Like, this is actually a pretty good time. We've got the internet. Like, you can actually be in lockdown and still get 24/7 entertainment through Netflix, or your Xbox, or PlayStation, or Nintendo Switch, or have air conditioning. If you live in Texas, that's an important one, air conditioning. So things are challenging out there, and they're always going to be challenging, even after COVID's all said and done. Whenever that is, there's going to be something else. And there's going to be something else. Whether it's something that we can control, or it's just part of humanity and just kind of comes up, there's going to be other challenges. And ultimately, the only thing you can control is your own mindset. What's in between your head. And that's our greatest enemy. Our greatest enemy is always what's in our head. It's our daily thoughts. And those thoughts can be self-destructing or self-building. Building you up or tearing you down. That's always how it is. And it starts with, are you making excuses? Are you making excuses for the things that you can't do? Maybe because things are too hard. I can't go run a mile. I can't do Facebook ads. Like, it's just too hard. I didn't grow up with learning how to do that. Well, I mean, you didn't grow up you didn't grow up like driving a car either, but you figured it out, right? So controlling your mindset and realizing that, one, you're smart, you're capable of doing anything that you want. You may not be, we all have our limitations. You may not be LeBron James. We're gonna go out and be a professional basketball player making millions of dollars. But you can dribble a basketball. Like, you can shoot a basketball. You can learn how to do that. You may not be the greatest internet marketer of all time, but you can figure out how to do a Facebook ad. You may not be the rock star salesperson or sales and marketing or a realtor or a real estate agent. You may not be some of these seemingly like very successful business owners, but you can figure it out. And the things that you truly aren't not capable of, but they're definitely not in your wheelhouse. They're not a strength, and they're such a struggle. Like, once you get that momentum, you can hire it out. Whether it's a virtual assistant that you can get for a couple dollars an hour, like $4, $5, $6 an hour, or someone local, or if your kids are older, employing your kids at doing some certain things, or other colleagues. So, but either way, you have to control your mindset of not saying, I can't do that, or it's too hard, it's too difficult, I'm too late, it just wasn't meant for me. Everyone else already did it. You've got to flip that switch to know that you can do it, you can figure it out. It's not too late. If certain trends have already happened, like, start looking for the next thing, but don't wait for the next thing. Get in the field and start learning now. Start taking action now. Like, if you think like this greatest last 10 years that we've had with real estate investing, and it's been nice. It's been really good. If you've had rental properties over the last 10 years, your properties are probably worth a lot more than what they used to. That doesn't mean you don't buy rental properties now. Doesn't mean you wait for the next crash. Like, there's a lot of folks out there thinking that whether they're new or they've been in the game for a while, they're like, well, I'm just gonna wait till next year, so I think this crash is gonna come. Like, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but that doesn't mean that you can't look at fundamentals. You can't look at fundamentals that work for your particular situation, your investing goals, and still buy. I mean, if you are cautious, put a little bit more margin on it. That's okay. You don't just stop. So, controlling your mindset, just remember, you're not a robot. You can change. You can change. Things that are difficult for you, they may always be difficult, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. And once you flip that switch of running, like, I'm a horrible runner. I mean, just do it anyway. Just run. And then, you know what? You keep doing it every day. After a week or 2 weeks, you'll suck a little less. And then you'll suck a little less. And then eventually, you might actually get good at it. You never know. And even if you're not great at it, you're a lot better than what you used to be. And it's that snowball effect that just by doing it every single day, consistency in your actions, that you're constantly getting better. And you're better than you were the day before. You're better than you were the day before. And now, if you do that, say, 365 days out of the year, if you've always wanted to read history, I love history. I love reading history. But if you've always wanted to read history and you're like, I just don't have time, just don't have time. And then you decided, like, hey, I'm going to read one page or one chapter in a book about history every day. Like, one page. What would that take you? A minute? 2 minutes if it was small words, or if you read as slow as I do? A chapter? How long is it going to take you? 5 minutes? 15 minutes? I don't know. If you did that out of 365 days, like, how much more knowledgeable will you be at history than you were before? You're not a tree. You can change your situation. You can change your mind. You can change your mind. And change your mindset. You can change your life.